Fine, let's move ahead then. So certain key elements basically where you can go and apply the motion graphics, right? Where you can go and like apply those motion effects in your project. First one is typography. At the text level, you can definitely go and make animated text. If you have seen some designers' website, the landing pages, right? The hero sections might have some text-based headings or the headlines, right? So there you can go and definitely add your motion graphics over there. Graphics, like when I say graphics, it could be illustrations, icons, images, anything is possible. So like very common example is like the loading animations that we have, right? Some websites or apps you will see like they might have certain icons, their brand logos might be zooming in and zooming out, or do some kind of funny animations where they gives us an explanation that okay, this is some loading stuff or something, right? Even like when you are visiting some fancy websites, the kind of animations they have into their websites, right? That also matters. It could be an image showing up, or maybe only the illustrations, or maybe only the icons. For icons, one of the example that I can give you guys is like the burger menu. So normally in websites, if you see like the burger menu, the three lines that you have, if you click on that, sometimes those cross marks or something comes very animated way, right? So that's where your graphics stuff is. And last but not the least is transitions, right? So transitions play a very great role because through this you can make your animations look very smooth. Okay, at the same time you can also control the timings and the flow of your animation, like how fast you need. Do you need a bouncy animations, or do you need a very gentle or smooth or linear curve animations, right? Ease in or ease out animations. So all these things you can control using your transitions as well. So these are the main three key elements where you can go and apply your motion graphics, and you can also consider that these three or four areas basically you can go and apply your animations or motions into your projects. Okay, any questions so far before we move ahead? I don't see any questions. Cool, not an issue guys, so let's move ahead then. Coming on to the tools, right? What are the main tools that you can use? Of course, when the term comes of motion graphics, we have the one of the main industry standard tool as Adobe After Effects. You can definitely go and use that. Of course, that tool doesn't come free of cost. You can get the trial version, but if you need to learn more, you need to go and get a subscription of Adobe, and you can go and learn about it. And also there are a lot of cool videos available in YouTube as well. If you want, you can just see like what basic animations they are doing. Some um, kind of complex animations, like different kinds of animations are possible using Adobe After Effects, because that is not just a effects tool, it is also a kind of a video creation tool as well. So you can create all sorts of complex things in Adobe After Effects. Okay, again this is paid, so but people who wants, or like who wants to go and try, feel free to go and do that. Blender is an open source, which means you don't have to go and pay for it, but again like you can go and try it out. Also 3D creation is also possible in using Blender. So this is another tool for free that you guys can go and use. I'm not sure if it is available in for Windows, but for Linux it is possible. I think for Windows also it should be possible. So just go and give it a try. Okay, Maya 3D is again another cool software which is also used mainly for architectures, 3D architectures and all. So you can go and even use that as well. Plus, for creating complicated movie animations, Maya is also possible. So these are two to three main tools that you can go and try out for creating some animations or learning motion graphics. Any questions guys before I move ahead so far? Well, I don't see still any questions. Cool. Coming towards almost the end of the sessions. So the steps basically, right? How you can create your motion graphics. What could be your ideal step or ideal process of creating your animations, right? First is of course the idea and the concept, like what kind of message that you are trying to convey to your end users through your animations or through the motion effects that you are trying to create, right? Next is storyboarding, so that you can create a sequence of visuals and text, or a sequence of pattern, basically like what should happen, what or how the animation should start and how it should end, right? Third is you have to take care definitely into the consideration of design elements like colors, fonts, what kind of graphics you want. Do you want an image to make it animated, or do you want an illustration to make it animated, right? So this things differential role, design elements. And next is animation. What kind of animation you should give in, so that that story actually comes out and it's also meaningful for the users, because normally when we are applying this kind of motion animations or motion graphics, it should not take so long time, a very long time, basically, that okay, your animation is only happening and the actual stuff is not coming out, right? So it should not be like that. So you have to consider like what kind of animations you should give in, the movements and the transitions. At the same time, you should also control the duration of your animation for like better pacing, right? Like for loading, simple example is the loading animations, right? So if the loading animation keeps on happening for like 5 minutes, right, and already the screen is ready behind the scenes, so it doesn't give a good feeling, right? Maybe for a 1 second or 2 seconds it's fine, and then once it fades out, the content is loaded, you show the screens to the user. So these are like, the five key steps that at least I follow as a and also it is a kind of a guiding path that you guys can also follow. And again, there is no like uh, very accurate approach. This is just a basic guideline for everyone, so that you guys can go and just try creating the stuff that you think that you want to have. Okay, but again, everyone has their own way of learning curve, plus their different processes, so you can definitely go and apply on your own.